Craig Cody here with another episode of The Iron Man. Oh yeah. Today is going to be our Push Day Wednesday. Push Day Wednesday. I like the sound of that. With a couple of tweaks. So I've been thinking about it. And of course, we'll see how I'm feeling once I get to the gym. That's when I'll know for sure. But I'm not going to drop set the 90-degree shoulder press, the 35-ish degree incline press, for sure. And then we'll see what else there is. We will see what else there is. I think it's a little redundant. It's too much of a workload. I'm probably going to go pick a weight that I could do about 12 to 14 of and really wrestle and get every last ounce of it out of me. But everything else I'll probably drop set. So I'll drop set the side laterals. I'm going to drop set the flat bench dumbbells. I'm going to, let's see, drop set the dips, the barbell upright row. Well, we'll see about that. Maybe, yeah, I think I'll do the barbell upright row as well. I like doing the reverse flies, the bent over reverse flies. Ooh, boy, those get my delts really good. Definitely want to. And then the triceps. The triceps, I may or may not for the skull crushers. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. I don't want to overtrain the triceps. They're small muscles. They don't need to be completely destroyed. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how much fuel I have left in the tank. It's very important that I don't burn myself out too much, or else I just won't recover, you know? And I'll start getting slow and crazy. So I wasn't able to tan the last 2 days. There was nobody working in the gym the last 2 times I went, so hopefully it's available today. I feel like I'm getting lighter by the second, just kidding. But yeah, no, I want to definitely keep it up, keep the skin looking clean and neat. All right, well, we got a game plan. I will see you in the gym. Exercise number 1, and it's going to be a side lateral cables, just like every push day. But I want to go back and see how many I did last week. So I did 20 pounds for 9, and then I did 10 pounds for 11. So again, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm weaker or stronger. And last week, Monday, I was stronger on 3 exercises and weaker on 2. Let's see if that holds up today. I'm down to in the 218s, so I'm significantly lighter. How heavy was I last Wednesday, by the way? 221, so I'm down about 3 pounds. That's probably going to be noticeable, but hopefully it isn't. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Remember, even if I can't hit the number, the quality is what's going to build muscle, not hitting some random number. One. Ten. 11, 12. Oh. All right, so far so good. Let's see what happens here. 1, 9. Oh. Whew. It looks like I was able to reverse the numbers. Instead of going 9-11, I went 11-9. But that's good because the heavier set, I did more reps. So we're off to a good start. Let's do some shoulder press. Exercise number 2. And this will be, there will be no drop set for this set. Last week I got 80 pounders for 11 reps, drop set to 40 for 7. Now if I'm only doing 7 reps with 40 pounders, that's like not enough. That means I'm probably doing more bad than good at that point. Digging too far deep into my nervous system this early. So I'm still gonna stick with the 80 and try to beat 11. If I hit 12 reps, I'm happy. I'm stronger than last week. All right, we got a plan. Everything I just said, that's the easy part. This is the hard part. All right, here we go. 12 or more. Not gonna lock out, but I wanna come up fairly high and really emphasize the bottom, that negative. The table's been set. Now it's time to eat, baby. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Mission accomplished, baby. 14 reps. And I think it's safe to say I did not have another rep in the tank. All right, let's regroup and go with incline. Exercise number 3, incline press. So last week I got 80 pounds for 15 reps. So I think I'm gonna move up a bit. Let's go with 90s. And we'll benchmark that. No drop set. So I wouldn't mind hitting 15 with the 90, but again, it's all about the quality. And I want that last rep to be it. Failure. Let's do this. Ugh. One. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Excellent. 12 reps, 90 pounds. Very good set. Let's go hit the last press. Exercise number 4, flat dumbbells. I was gonna go into 100 because technically this is an easier movement, but I only got 11 with 90. So I'm gonna stick with the 90s. And I'm not gonna do a drop set. I think 90 is enough. And well, the goal is to beat 11. So here we go. One, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, I beat it. Really happy with that. Feel it in the pecs, are on fire. All right, I think it's barbell upright row next. Exercise number 5. I'm not going to do a drop down set. I'm going to actually go lighter to 110 pounds, and I really want to emphasize getting it as high as possible. And then I'll probably do a couple of cheater reps at the end. Here we go. Exercise 6, weighted dips. I am going to do a drop set here. 70, which I got for 10 last week. And then I'm going to go body weight for 10. Well, I'm going to try to go for 11. We'll see how it goes. Here goes everything I have. Oh yeah. All the way down, control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Nope, can't do 11. Let's see if I can park these. Whew. All right, we'll see if I can match the 10. 1, 8, 9, nope. 9 it is, still pretty good though. Exercise number 7. Just like last week, I'm gonna go with the 80-pound dumbbells, do as many as I can. I got 10 last week. And we'll drop set at the 40, which I also got 10. So let's see how it goes. I really want to bring those elbows as far back as possible and really try to emphasize those rear delts. And what I mean is I don't want to engage my traps. Of course, I'm always going to engage a tiny bit, but as little as possible. Here we go. 2. 'Ugh. That was 13. A bunch of them were ugly, but I still felt every one. Let's call that 7. 1 exercise to go. 8th and final exercise of the day. It's been a really great workout so far. I like the not necessarily doing a drop down set every movement. I don't think I need it. I think that's overtraining. And I'm not going to do the drop set on this exercise either. Skull crushers, 110 pounds, got it for 9 reps last week. So I'm going to do as many as I can. Let's see what I got. 8, 9. One more. One more. I know I can do it. 10. One more. One more. Here we go. Whew. I wanted an ugly rep. I wanted to make sure. Oh, spasm in the abs. I wanted to make sure there was 0 IRI. RIR. Reps in reserve. All right, let's go pose down and we'll recap in the car. Alrighty then, let's discuss. So, I know another day, another successful workout. Very happy with the workout. I think it was the right call. It was my coach that wanted me to do a lot less drop sets. He thinks it's too much, and I believe him, but I have to know it for sure. And now I know it for sure. I think I'll grow better if I'm only selecting certain exercises to do the drop down set. So for today it was the side laterals, the very first exercise I did, and then the dips. So I did one shoulder exercise and one chest exercise, and then everything else was just one set to failure, and I gave it everything I had, no holding back, and even a couple of cheaters right at the end. And that's how I'm gonna grow. Really happy with it. Workout was exactly an hour and a half. And I was stronger on 6 exercises, weaker on 2 exercises, and 1 exercise was apples to oranges, so I can't really compare it, and that was the upright row. So I went from 135 drop set to 70, and this one I just did 110s. So I can't really say that I did more or less. It's just, it's too different. So I guess I'm still establishing baselines, but in the meantime, I'm still training very, very hard. As hard as I could. I didn't have a single rep in reserve for any set that I did, which is really the only right way to work out. So happy with that, and I was able to get my 10. There was somebody at the desk, so that was good. I got one more day to go for this week, and that's the leg day on Friday. What am I thinking? I'm thinking I'm not going to drop down the squats. I'm not going to drop down on squats. I got to just keep going. I might just pause a little at the top and then just keep going until I fall. And if I don't fall, I didn't really give it everything I had. We'll come to that bridge when I get... I really like the weight though. 235 is perfect. But I will drop set all the isolation movements. And then I think if I don't do the drop down for the squat, I can do the hack squat without dropping down as well. So it gives me something to look forward to. And now I got a plan. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how I'm feeling. I want to make sure I'm at 100%. And until... No, was that it? Yeah, that was it. That was it. Alright, I think we'll leave it off here. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time.